Greetings, fellow slingers. Welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast. It is I, your trusted Dungeon Master, Brian, returning to bring you another edition of our Carrion Crown run-through. You know, I originally had another intro prepared for this session, and it had something to do with all the riots and the looting and everything that was going on, everything you see in the news, everything you see on the social media. But that in these dire times, it just seems like there's no let up. There's nothing but bad news going on. And the last thing that I wanted to do is to add more fuel to that fire, to continue to push us from the frying pan right into the flames. And so I think that what everybody kind of needs is a little bit of levity in our lives. And once again, Roll the Hard 20 podcast is doing our best to try to ensure that if you need a break from all the stuff that's going on in the world, because it's in our faces every moment of every day. I mean, you can't even swipe up and down, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook or any place else, where this stuff isn't blatantly right there. And I understand that there's a need for all that stuff. There's also a need for a lightening of the spirit, for letting your heart soar, not, I'm dying, I'm sore. Nothing like that. We have so many adversities in our lives that at times it's important to take a moment and just laugh, just have a good time and unplug yourself, if even for an hour. And so that's what we at Roll the Hard 20 podcast are trying to do for not just ourselves, but for all of our listeners. And we're always aware that when we're sitting at the table of judgment, and we're having our fun and we're rolling dice and having a couple beers, that we know that we're doing something for the group. And so I just want everybody to know that we are here for you. And if you want to write into the show, visit us at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com. You can also find us at rollthehard20podcast.com. Get it right, DM Brian. You've only had this thing going for about 2 years. Anyways, enough said. It's super early here in the morning, and I just wanted to put this out. So enjoy Carrion Crown, episode 36, The Crooked Ken. And by the way, please don't forget to warm up your dice and top off your glass. Take care.
I just lost my ear.
I lost mine. I moved my cable.
Did you lose yours?
I lost my ear.
I lost my right. Too.
Mine's fine.
Back.
Left. All right, there we go. We're good.
Is it good?
Yeah, we're good.
I thought it was because I moved my cable.
No, I think you moved a cable, but don't touch the cables anymore.
Hold on then. I was trying to keep this. There we go. Oh, hold on. I lost that pencil you gave me. It's not sticking out of my ear, is it?
First, you're right. First you lose your left ear, then you use your pencil sticking out of your left ear, and here we are. Greetings, fellow slingers. Welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast.
Did you forget the rest?
I totally did. Greetings, fellow slingers. Welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast. I am your trusted DM, Brian, and with me are the Hard Slingers.
Yeah.
As we make our way through our Carrion Crown run-through episode 36. Now, as a brief recall from last session, remember you guys had gone through a couple different towns. You went through... What did you guys go through?
This one?
Oh, and that one too.
And that one.
Well,
Actually, do we leave this one?
Yeah.
yet?
Yeah,
No,
we haven't gotten to that one yet. We're out there.
You guys went through
Tamravina.
Tamravina, and then you guys went through Cortad.
Was Tamburina the one with the well?
No.
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 That was
That was Cortad.
Oh, that's where everyone was.
The Twisted Towers was at the very end.
Yeah, that was in Cortal. And then you guys continued moving up north through the evening. And just as you were at the apex of night, you guys came across what appeared to be some kind of a caravan off to the side of the road. So right now it's probably about 4 o'clock in the morning. You guys have been going all night long. You know that pretty soon the sun will start to be rising up. And as you look at this caravan, as you draw closer, you notice they're off to the side. you see 9 bony nags hitched to 9 flamboyantly painted wagons. Painted on the side of the wagons, canvases in bold letters reads, "The Crooked Kin, Ustalav's greatest traveling cabinet of curiosities." And it doesn't require a perception check to know that this is a troupe of performers. As you look around at those gathered near the wagons, you can immediately tell that this group of performers is what you would call sideshow freaks. Some of them have multiple limbs, some of them are covered in fur, some of them have other deformities about them. And from what you could count, you see 11 individuals gathered in a group, each one with some kind of varying handicap, like I'd mentioned. And they appear to be frantic about something. From your distance, you really can't tell. You just hear 2 females that are both afflicted with microcephaly, which is abnormal smallness of the head. And they're crying inconsolably. And next to them, if it could be called a boy, who's covered in hair from head to toe, is howling in concert with these 2 women that are crying. Just, and he's like, "Ooh." You also see a bearded woman and a woman with 4 arms trying to comfort these 2 women as they argue about what to do next. And you could hear 2 men, both human though, inserting about going out and trying to find her. We must find her. And you see a short, hunched man and 3 clowns. And the clowns each have the extra limb. One of them has 3 legs, and the other 2 have 3 arms. And you could hear them saying, "Well, we'll never find Elise." And what happens to Elise befalls us. Who will come to save us? What are we going to do? 2 of the clowns notice you guys at the edge of the clearing, and they put their 3 arms out towards the other people, and everybody stops and just stares at you.
Arm blade comes out.
How far away are we from them?
You're probably about 45 feet away. There's a fire pit burning amongst all these wagons. You see they have little smaller animals like some kind of a dire bullfrog in a cage. Just all these abnormal things as part of this troop of theirs.
I don't know how the rest of the party reacts, but the doctor doesn't stop. He just kind of slows down, taking all this in, and is continuing the walk towards them, because there is a lot of cool shit for me to study here.
Yeah, and as they see you coming, they don't move back, but they kind of lean back in concern. And as if called by the silence, the canvas to one of the wagons opens, and you notice an albino man with red eyes and long white hair that hangs down below his knees comes out, and he puts this large red top hat upon his head. And he kind of makes his way to the front of his troop, so he's between you, Doc, and them. We're going to do something there, Oust?
No, I was just figuring out how his reaction was going to be.
Oh. And he's eyeing you, not suspiciously, just more curiously than anything else. Slowly he sees you. Are you still approaching, Doc?
Yes, slowly. Like, it's kind of like step. And I got my head cocked, like, looking around, like, this is very interesting to me.
He starts to match your measure of step towards you. And when he gets about 15 feet away, he takes off his hat and he bows ceremoniously towards you. And he says, "I am Caleb Hess, the ringmaster and de facto leader of the Crooked Kin. Be at ease, we are harmless, merely performers on our way to Lemonstad. We heard of a great crowd gathering there, and the masses assembling to bear witness to a trial. So, of course, we hope to ply our abilities there. However, our progress has been hindered, as I'm afraid one of our own is no longer with us. It appears that Elise has wandered off and not returned.
You are in luck. Me and my companions. Where are my companions? Did you guys follow me or you guys stopped?
Just walking slowly behind you.
Me and my companions.
Know your place, dog.
So I gesture behind me. We happen to be going to Lepidstadt too. And we've been traveling a long time on the road, and it just they have small heads and numerous limbs, and I mean it's very interesting. But maybe we can all travel together.
Yes, those are Elise's sisters, Letty and Poppy. And the wolf child is the wolf child. They are beside themselves. You know, I must say that many travelers have passed us, their noses held high, unconcerned for our plight. However, you four have stopped. And one could see this as providence, perhaps?
Yes, I mean, we don't shy away from any people. We've seen many things in our travels, so I mean, seeing you, it is a new sight to see, but just want to stop by and see what's going on, and perhaps said travel along with you. But it seems like there's some trouble here. Maybe we can help you out with.
Yes, we had hoped to make Lepidstadt by the morning, but Elise has been gone for several hours, and we are not aggressive people or violent people by nature. We have a misconstrued about us. We aren't like that. And we don't know where she ran off to. She has a love for flowers and headed west into the thickets, and we don't know how to find her.
Has Elise been known to wander off?
From time to time, the young child loves beauty, as her sisters do. But she has a wild heart, and she has a mind of her own. He tends to draw out his words as he's almost thinking about them, or maybe speech is not his first way of communicating. We have meager possessions, nothing more than what we require to sustain ourselves and perform. However, I do have a rather unique dagger, and were you to help us find Elise, it would be my honor to present it to you. He pulls out this beautiful dagger. It's almost like a darkened silver blade with a onyx handle.
I think I will have to confer with the rest of the party, but I think with help that would be enough pay. But at the same time, when we get to Lepidstadt, we would like to enter the city with you.
That can be arranged, but we cannot leave without Elise.
That is understood, but let me talk to the rest of my party here, and thumping in the background.
That will be one of the three-armed clowns juggling. Gotta wait to take that drink, Junior.
I had to.
He walks away from you and goes back to the two sisters that are still crying, and you see a couple of the humans come over. What do they want? What do they want? They may help us find Elise.
So, what do you guys think? Because the main thing I'm thinking is if we go with this traveling troupe to a place where there's a bunch of people and it's basically a freak show, it'll make it easier for us to get into the city if it's too busy. We could say we're part of the freaks. Part of this traveling circus kind of thing, you know?
As an entertainment group.
Exactly. That's the first thing that popped into my head. But
I mean, we're
Do we want to do the side quest or just fuck it?
Leave them to their own devices.
Yeah. And at the same time, in character, the doctor is very interested in measuring the small skulls of people and the extra limbs and the wolf boy. And I haven't seen an albino in a while.
Not to say that he hasn't seen one at all.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just been it's been a few days.
It's been a few days.
alongside
I'd
from
say
the
it's been
freak show.
it's probably been a few years since I've seen one.
Alongside from the
And
freak show.
I never got a vial of blood from that last one, so
Not living.
a living one.
You're right.
Alice is down to help find the missing child.
Yeah.
Did we get a description of what this girl looks like?
No,
we
at
haven't
least
gotten that far.
We just got a
yet.
name.
There should be, I assume, something very distinctive about this person.
I'm sure there is, and then we can come up with what do we want to ask. It seems like it's just a kid that ran off. We have a general direction, but it's not going to be as easy as well, it could be something as easy as, does she have a favorite toy? Does she respond to dog whistles?
A bar collar.
Make a perception check
Doc roll.
Everyone?
if you want to.
Yeah, everyone. Not a good roll.
Herwin,
13.
Doc,
8.
11.
Tonix,
19.
19. Doc, you're not certain of this at all because you've probably never seen these type of performers before, and Tonrex, probably not at all. Erwin, you're pretty certain, but Oust, looking at these two sisters crying, they look like twins. So maybe you might surmise that the missing girl is probably,
The triplet.
yes.
Doc, I believe the two sisters might be triplets.
You said it in the most confusing way possible.
Did I? Well, we don't know.
I've been traveling with him long enough. I know what he was trying to get across to me. Yes, triplets, yes.
I only count 2.
That's because, Tom Rex, you only see 2. The missing sister.
Yes, that is why I can only count 2.
He deals in ones and zeros. There's no gray area.
Exactly.
Triplets is defined as 3.
Well, we will find the 3, and we will convert your system.
So Caleb looks at you and after he's done patting the two women on their shoulder, starts to walk away and head towards you. I don't mean to be impetuous, but have you decided if you would help us?
Yes.
It is very grateful of the 4 of you. Her name is Elise, and she looks just like those 2. Probably without the tears.
Excuse me, did you say tails?
Tears.
Oh, tears.
Tears.
Sorry.
Speaking of tears, patreon.com/rollthehard20
That's right.
podcast.
Practically giving it away.
Check out those tears. Giving shit away.
Is it shit you want? I don't know, but we're giving it away.
We're giving it away. Check out those tears.
So I'm going to ask, or the doctor's going to ask Caleb about any information he has from the last time they saw her, where they think they went, and I'm going to make an investigation check to hopefully just assume I asked all the right questions to see if I can
Okay, tell
glean
me.
whatever information he has.
That's great. Tell me what you want to ask him.
When was the last time you saw her? What is she wearing?
The lust. Oh, you want me just to go descriptive on everything?
Do you want me to roll for it or
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. So Caleb, which direction did she head in?
She headed west into the foresty area where it gets wet.
What was she wearing when she was last seen?
She was wearing a white dress like her sisters. You see, they're each wearing these long white dresses.
And oftentimes, is there anything special that she carries with her?
Nothing special, but she has an affinity for picking flowers. So wherever there would be flowers. She would gravitate towards that.
Yeah.
Is there any particular type of flower or color of flower you can tell she likes?
Nothing abnormal, just flowers.
As long as it's pretty.
Yes. After all, she is a lady.
How old are these sisters?
They have seen 19 years.
Oh, God. I say that under my breath. Dealing with a 19-year-old runaway? Fuck
Yeah.
me.
But they act like they're little. Perception on like how they act, like age-wise.
Sure.
They might be. You said they're little, so yeah.
They might be small of brain.
That's 23.
23. From the demeanor that the other two are exhibiting, you would almost think that they were acting like they were 14. But looking at their faces on these shrunken heads, they look like they're like 45, 50. That's probably a bad gauge, seeing as how I'm 50. They look like they're about 80.
No, but they're pretty much... I know it's not the proper term to use to be PC, but are they pinheads?
They are.
Okay.
It's a blue.
I would love to, but he's not finished with his investigation yet. Let's see where it goes.
But that's what
Poor Doc's stacking up the gold over there, man.
trying to.
I know, but that's why I said
trying to nominate.
when you described it, I imagined. For anyone listening at home, if you ever watch American Horror Story, the one actor they had that always plays the pinhead. That's what I imagined she looked like.
Is that the
Well, you're right.
autistic one?
That is what microcephaly is.
Yeah.
Smallness of the head, and they are known as pinheads.
Yes.
Doc, I gotta give it to you anyways. Keep asking your questions.
Okay. If anyone else has anything, throw it in, because I'm going to think. But, I mean, I have enough to at least get a heading, I guess, and figure it out.
I think we have enough, actually.
I think so.
Personally.
You said it was a couple hours she's been missing?
Yes, she has been gone for about 6 hours.
Oh, okay. That's a little bit more than I thought.
Well, it's got to be 48 hours to file a missing person report.
It's false.
Why do you think they're coming to us?
Put out a
but-
pinhead alert.
And you also said the way she went, it was toward... Did you say it was
The
toward
west.
wetlands?
Towards the west,
West.
where the
Where there's
ground
thickets.
gets wet and the thickets thrive and
So
rise.
it can be easy or hard to get footprints at this point. Who fucking knows? Depends how she ran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, YOLO.
Yeah.
What time is it now? I mean, we've only been there for, 20 minutes?
It's about 4:30 in the morning.
Daylight saving times, or because I mean it depends. Because right now,
This is
4
Ustalov.
o'clock-
There is
oh,
no fucking daylight savings in Ustalov.
right.
They voted it down.
Join the civilized world and abolish it.
Should we wait for daylight or should we try just exploring in the dark?
I know some of us can see.
I
in the
don't
dark.
think we have that much time, and it's already 4:30.
should
Assuming
go.
the sun should be up in an hour and a half, we can at least start slow.
It'll probably come up earlier than that.
So 5:30. Oh, so yeah. No, it is
See?
summertime.
Yeah. That's where I was going with it.
So, I mean, like I said, if we need to, we can start off slow, then hopefully pick up the pace once we find the trail.
All right. Is there a general other than the west? I know the way Caleb's like pointing us.
Do you have a heading?
Yeah, exactly. Do we have a way to go?
He gestures towards these bushes that get thick right off towards the side, and you see that there are flowers that bloom there. Just a few of them, though. Most likely, that's probably what enticed her to head in that direction.
All right, let's start there.
Yeah.
Checking
Tally-ho.
for I guess looking for footprints,
Okay,
seeing
go on,
traffic.
go and make a survival check.
Can we do
Investigation.
survival or investigation?
Whichever one you feel comfortable with. Erwin?
Oh, fucking hard 20.
Nice.
What do you got, Erwin?
17.
Doc?
12.
13.
13. All of you are able to pick up her trail
Oh.
relatively easy. You just see it goes right into the bushes. Oust, you immediately take the lead, having been this wood druid. Just maneuvering through, you can pick out where, not just her footprints, but where the The branches have broken off as she's made her way. You see petals on the floor every once in a while.
Can't give directions, but
Right?
I find it appropriate that Alice can't find the way back north, but he can follow some random girl through
hey, man,
a
I'm
random
tracking.
thicket.
I'm tracking at this point.
It's perfectly appropriate for your character.
He smokes too much elven leaf. His long-term memory's shot.
He's got his particular goals. That's all I have to say.
Is the liquid weed. So these tracks run for about half a mile as they head down into this boggy river valley and then into a densely vegetated, midge-infested marsh, just being accosted by these little flies that are just everywhere about you, just buzzing around your head.
The doctor is unaffected, and so is Tonrax.
Yep.
Yeah. The shallow bog soon becomes choked with these high reeds that are about 6 to 8 feet tall. And your movement starts to be slowed down considerably as you're making your way through. But you're still able to track these footprints. But soon, the tracks start to get into deeper water, and they basically all but disappear. Go ahead and make another check.
Are there like flowers that we can look for?
Yeah.
Then how tall is everybody?
Dude, another fucking hard 20.
Yeah, just get those out now.
I know. Fuck.
Christ, man.
Just because I'm curious, how tall is everybody? I don't know if we've ever talked about that.
I am.
Jesus Christ, I need to get rid
I
of that.
wrote it down somewhere.
I didn't write it down. I'm gonna go ahead and say 6'7",
I mean, I imagine you would be tall.
just because
Yeah.
Todd Rex is a
the
robot.
the doctor's only 5'8".
Hold on.
I'm thinking Irwin's around like 6 feet tall.
6 feet tall. Holy shit.
He's a monk.
Okay.
He's a human monk.
I thought he'd be like squat. Just
Maybe when he's crouching, he's like 5'5" or something.
I'm
when he's
awkwardly
falling down.
at 6'10".
What?
Awkwardly at 6'10".
You wrote down 6'10"? You're like a foot taller than Talos.
Hey man, I'm a wooden
He's
elf.
14 inches taller than me. I didn't realize every time if I just turn around and talk to him, I was talking to his belly button.
6'10".
A huge elf.
What'd you get, Erwin?
16.
Doc?
8.
Tonrex?
21.
Oust?
Hard 20 for
Hard
22.
20. Okay. Tonrex, you and Oust are able to pick up her trail once again. You're able to see the petals. But Oust, you actually faintly hear a plead for help. Further up ahead, you hear this. Please, I need help. My leg is stuck under this log and the water's rising. Help me. I can't take much more. I hear you guys. Help me.
I'll take the lead and yell out, "She's over here."
Oh, thank God. Thank you for asthma.
For asthma,
It's a goddess.
it's my god.
Imagine
That's
that.
why I was like,
God
that's why,
has.
that's why if I would have heard that, I'm just, what?
So, you lead the way on this, Oust?
Yes.
As you make your way through all this vegetation, following her trail through this swampy water, it suddenly bursts open into a large clearing. It's huge. It's probably like 60 feet in diameter. And you see at the far corner, you see this female wearing a white dress, and she's partially pinned under a log. You hear this? Thank God you're here.
Ellis, is that you?
No, it's not.
Oh my gosh. Guys, we found the wrong person.
You Elise? No, sorry.
You gotta go. You're on your own.
Don't mind me.
Good luck with the log.
I'm on a side quest here. Gotta go.
Get back on the ship, will you? Took me by surprise on that one. Where you go with this, dude?
Yeah, some side roads. All right.
So let me show you where she sat on the map. You see her lying under a log way in the back. Doc, you join the company there?
Yes.
All right. I call out to everyone. She's back here. Come quick. She's stuck under a log. Perception. Do I see any? Maybe like a
strong monk next to you that can help lift the log off?
I'm not looking at a strong monk. I meant like
Enemies?
maybe like a safe way to like clear through.
The best route.
Yeah.
We see, like, in some areas of this clearing, there are divot bodies of water, and you see other large reeds that poke up in the middle of this thing, too.
Can we get a description of the dark green versus light green, what that is?
I think it's just grass, right?
Yeah, these are all the reeds, and this is the whole clearing right here. These are reeds. These are just bodies of water. These circle pieces.
Gotcha.
It was originally blue until I put it on this map, and then it...
Turn green.
Yes. That is blue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's
Permanent marker too.
Well, you get the map to go home with you tonight, then, if you rescue Elise.
All right.
That's your reward.
You got a plan?
Not really, other than to try to make my way up to her. Alice is actually going to try to start looking for the safest route in there, and this is difficult terrain, so, right?
No, only the water portions and these reed portions. This rest of this is, although it's damp, very moist, it's not difficult terrain.
Okay, Alice will
Everything outside of it is.
Alice will move his full movement and try to make way to her.
Where's your full movement go to?
30 feet. No, actually 35, so you can move me one more.
Right here?
Yeah, there.
You see her over at the far end. Go ahead and make a perception check on her.
18.
18. You see that she is still pinned under the log, but you also see something in the body of water right next to you. Looks like a body and a bunch of flowers around the body as well.
Ew.
Is that Tonrax's?
That's
not
right.
Cute voice?
Not a good sign.
Tread lightly, fellows.
This and this does not look good.
This and this.
I believe we're not alone in this pond.
And I don't like this, no.
Bad vibes.
Tonrix will move up 30.
Okay.
But he's gonna. That means he's gonna end up like right behind us.
Anything when you want to do while you're there?
I'm going to point towards the bottom.
Arm blade comes out. That's
Okay.
about it.
Erwin.
I guess I'll move in the same direction. Like, got 40 movement speed.
Move mouse.
And I'll just kind of like get my longsword ready. Like, not even pull it out, just kind of like have my hand on it.
Doc.
The doc will move his full speed too, but stay at the end of the train pretty much we got going, and do a general perception check of the area around him for 15.
15. You see Elise down at the far end, pinned underneath the log. You see this body as well. And you see what appears to be another body not too far from there.
Is that one also surrounded by flowers?
Yes.
Okay.
Fucking bog bodies. What is this, Ireland?
Again, you see the midges flying around. I don't want to wind up like these other ones, please. Get me out of here.
What do you mean, like these other ones?
These other dead bodies.
How many do you see?
I can't tell. My head's partially in the water. It keeps rising.
Alice up again?
House up, yeah.
Alice out, moving up.
I mean, I would recommend just sprint towards her.
Yeah. I'll double move up. So
70.
70 feet.
Well, do you want to go in the water?
No.
Not yet.
So
Not yet.
as you're behind the water, you see her under the water. What do you want to do?
Can I look for other bodies while I'm there?
Go ahead.
That's not going to be good. That is a 13.
13. You notice that there is another body just sticking partially out of the reeds right behind you. But you also notice something strange, too, with Elise. It's like her head is still under the water at this point. And you hear behind you, "Help me! Help me!" And all of a sudden you see this thing bling in right behind you as this large spider phases in and immediately attacks you.
There we go.
Fucking spiders.
Spiders.
18?
18 will hit.
Okay. I need you to make a con save also.
That is a 15.
15. So you take 9 points of damage, and you're going to take half of this. For another 3 points of damage as you feel this poison course through you. And let's roll some initiative.
Oh, fuck.
Tonrex.
16.
Irwin.
7.
Doctor.
14.
Oust.
4.
Teen.
No. There's no pause in 14.
Tonrex. You see this large arachnid blip in right behind Oust, sink its teeth into it, pull back. What are you going to do?
Move up 30, fire off a firebolt. That'll be my turn, assuming I can hit. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
All right, 5 points of fire damage as I blast this spider.
You see the spider blip out.
Fuck this.
He's a blipping fucking spider.
This flippin' spider.
And appear right behind you, Doc.
Bad.
All right.
Make a perception check.
23.
It attacks you, but without advantage. 14
Hits.
for 7 points of damage, and I need you to make a con save as well. Oh, playing a doubloon.
I got plenty of them right now, so
Might as well.
Gotta use them. Shit.
marginally better. 13.
13 fails.
Oh, fuck.
For 10, 12, 13 points of damage. And you lose 1 point of con.
What? Oh, fuck.
Doctor,
Yes.
you're up.
I am going to turn around and give me a minute. Just give me some D10s. Who's got D10s? I got 1, 2. I'm not using yours.
Come on.
If I can get 2 more, so they're actual D10, just to make it easier. 3. Okay. You know what? I'll use next. Fuck it. Okay, so after being attacked by this large spider, the doctor's going to turn around and use his medical kit that has insecticide in it to inflict wounds on this spider. And that is
Okay.
going to be a melee hit with his quarterstaff. And that is going to be 16 to hit.
Miss.
Jeez.
Shit, dude.
Let me change this to... Let's put a little fear on this
Well,
initiative totem
The good
here.
news is his AC is 17. Because I hit with the 17.
Mine's 13. That's not great.
What else you
No, I'm
doing,
just
Doc?
saying you're one off from hitting.
Fuck, I don't know what to do.
I know what you can do. Make another con save.
What? Again?
It's his turn.
Oh, man.
21.
Okay.
Good.
You don't feel that dragging sensation any further yet.
Thank fucking God he took 20 HP away from me.
A vicious spider.
Well, yeah, do you see how big he is?
Remind me on your next turn. You got to make that again.
Fuck, again?
Jesus Christ.
Irwin.
I see that spider attack the doctor behind me, and I rush back towards the spider and try to attack it with my long sword.
All right. Now, you don't have to be right up to him, with that sword. It's a keen sword.
Yeah,
some
I'll
distance,
be like 10 feet back.
Okay.
Dang.
There you go. Cool.
Everyone's starting to play it cautiously.
19
We'll hit.
Fuck him up.
for 7 points of damage,
Okay.
and then I'd like to.
But you can't punch from this range, so you still gotta go up next to him.
Oh shit, you're right. Yeah. All right, that's it for my turn then.
Okay. Oust.
Oust.
Make a perception check while you're up there, Oust.
All right. Ah, not good. 6.
You still see Elisa's pinned under the log.
All right. Seeing her pinned into the log. Gonna wild shape into a black bear and advance closer to her.
That is a grizzly. Close enough.
Yeah, close enough.
You know what? This deserves a picture. Full on dick pic. There we go. What are you doing?
I'm
So-
gonna attempt to move the log.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Nat 1.
As you try to get your bear claws on it, you end up leaning your weight against the log and pushing her deeper into the water.
I'm a bear. I'm sorry.
Tonrex, you watch Oust turn into this fabulous bear, walk up to Elise and actually submerge her deeper into this body of water. Meanwhile, you got the doc being attacked by a spider. You got the monk using his keen weapon to try and attack this large spider. And you're right in the middle. You could either go help the bear or go help those that need help.
Yeah. You seem to have this handled, and then he moves back. And then he'll attack the spider with his arm blade.
All right.
17 on the dice, so 24 to hit.
Okay.
10 points of slashing damage.
It blips out. Blips back in right next to you, Tonrex, and attacks you. Make a perception check.
Oh no. Where's my perception? Oh, that's not great. 10.
Attacks you twice.
Okay.
Misses both times. And blips back out again.
Fucking A.
Doctor.
I'm going to use,
Whose die is that? Right? Is that you, Doc?
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to use lesser restoration on myself to cure myself of the poison. Assuming that's what it is, I have to make con saves for.
Yes, it is. Okay.
So I no longer have to do that, and all I have left is my movement. And I'm going to nestle myself up right between my two heroes here. And hopefully the spider doesn't jump up behind me.
Irwin.
I wish we could help.
You watch Tonrex come to the rescue. You see the spider blip in, make some attacks, feebly missing, and then blip back out. You saw the doc chug something through his snorkel mask and come close to cloistering with you guys.
Now,
What are you going to
prior
do?
lesser restoration, I pretty much did a hand movement, and sparkles showed, and I was healed.
Does that heal that? I guess I better check that.
Yeah.
I thought that was that.
It should
It's
be
a
like
spell.
I
I
know
thought,
it's
that, I
like
thought that was something you guys found.
I touched I used a third level spell.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, no, I just touched myself, and
Oh, my.
a couple sparks flew off, and
Show me on the monk where you touch yourself.
in my
It's
heart.
got baby oil. Slides right off. It's a fire hazard.
What are you going to do, Irwin?
So Irwin, not seeing the spider anymore, he's just holding his sword in front of him, kind of just like nervously looking around, like changing like directions of what he's facing, and he's going to pass his turn until he can jump back in.
Okay. Oust.
Trying again to remove that log. Yeah. With strength, that is 21.
Pick
Big
up this
bear.
log and just pull it off of her body. You see your body pop back up to the surface.
It's my action. I don't know. Can I kind of get her out of the water as a bear?
Well, you can pick her up, but you're not going to
Okay.
be able to move her out.
All right. Just pick her up.
Okay. You pick her up. Tonrex.
Tonrex is gonna do what
Tonrex.
what Irwin
Tonrex going to do what Tonrex wants to do.
what Irwin did. He's gonna hold his action for the spider to pop up,
Okay.
and then it's gonna be he's gonna fire off a firebolt. That way, even if he pops up on someone else, he can hit them.
Okay. It pops up again behind Oust.
Firebolt.
Fire your firebolt.
That is 16 a hit.
Miss. Make a perception check, Oust.
18.
18. You notice this large spider blip in behind you and attack you. I'm assuming that 11's going to miss.
11's actually my AC.
For 7 points of damage, and I need for you to make a con save.
Sorry, how many points?
7.
7 points. Luckily, it's the same thing. 17.
17. Okay, you're going to take half of this. 5 points of damage.
It's fine. He's got his bear health.
Yeah.
That is true.
Doctor, you see this thing has blipped in right behind Oust.
Cast Sacred Flame at the spider.
Dex save, right?
Yes.
19.
Passes.
Irwin.
The doctor is going...
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to do something else?
Actually, I don't know if I should.
You should get closer to it.
No,
It doesn't
I was going
matter.
to say...
Motherfucker blips out.
Yeah, if he wants to fight you, he will.
Yeah, no, I'm going to stay. I was thinking about running back toward the trail, but...
I knew it.
If you go that way, we can't
This
help
isn't
you.
Vratislav.
I know there's it's safer in numbers, so I'm just going to stay where I'm at.
Okay.
Shield walls.
Shield wall.
Shields. Irwin.
He's gonna put away his longsword and pull out a crossbow. Can I fire at?
Sure.
Yeah. So I'm gonna fire at the spider next to Oust, and that's gonna miss.
Okay. Oust.
You hit me. No, just kidding.
Probably pretty close anyway. I rolled a 2.
All right.
Any worse, you would have hit him.
You just taken this attack by this large spider as you're holding Elise's in your arms.
All right.
your bare arms.
With my bare arms.
Yeah.
Right to bare arms. All right. I'm going with my free arm. I'm going to claw. That is 17 to hit
That'll hit.
for 3 points of damage. And for my second, I'm going to attempt to bite. That is 16 to hit.
That will miss.
So miss on the bite.
Tonrex.
Another firebolt. Oops, that's the wrong damage dice on this spider. All right, much better. 19 to hit.
You trying to put her in my arms?
We can make this work.
Oh man, you got
All right, look at
it.
that.
There we go.
Stay away from the
All right,
child.
get a
Turn me a
picture of
little
that
more
motherfucker.
sideways. Stay away from the child.
That'll hit.
Yeah, 7 points of fire damage.
Okay. What else you want to do?
That's it. There's no point in really moving.
The spider blips out. Here's my D4. And blips right back in next to you, Oust. Make a perception check.
Don't fail me now. That is 15.
15.
Ooh.
I think one of those is going to hit. For 8 points of damage. And did you fail the con save last time?
I only rolled 1, I believe.
I think you passed because you took half of that. So make another con save.
Yeah. That one's probably going to fail. I think I used my con. Oh, Doc's throwing a coin.
Oh. Well, that doesn't put it in your pocket.
Don't
Sorry,
fail me
my bad.
now.
2 for 1.
Nat fucking 20.
You're
Yeah.
fucking
yeah.
welcome.
Yeah. Thanks, Doc.
You don't even take any damage on that one.
All right.
But it does blip back out.
Jesus Christ.
Doc.
Someone's dead.
I mean, I'm the only close saving because of the wild shape.
I think Irwin's trying to kill us. The spider
I-
has not attacked Irwin yet.
I'm going to stay where I'm at and ready in action with my quarterstaff.
So if he gets anywhere within your perimeter, anywhere within your perimeter, you're going to rail on him, right?
Yes, with inflict wounds. Yes.
Okay.
So I have the insecticide on the end of my bat, waiting if he shows up next to me.
Okay, Irwin.
He's going to do the same thing as a doctor. He's going to put away the crossbow, get his keen longsword out, and kind of just ready his action.
Be ready? Okay.
Yeah.
Oust.
Every time you say insecticide, I always think of like a can of Raid. You're just like, fucking torture your ass, motherfucker.
Yes. Yeah, I don't even care about the stuff in the can. It's the flame that I can make.
Alice is going to...
Make a perception check is what he's going to do.
I'll make a perception check. Fail at 6.
Okay.
But he is going to move 40 feet towards the group with the child. Preferably away from the body. Just kidding. There we go. That's good.
Tonrex.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything better than holding my action for Firebolt. So
Okay.
that's exactly what Tonix will do. So,
Blips in right behind Oust. Who's taking their shots? Who's got their long range?
I have one attack.
I didn't ready that action, but I do have one, but it's not what I ready.
Nat.
Hard.
Hard 20.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Back it up.
What is this? That is 18 on the backup.
That backs it up. Max
All right.
damage. And then
So
roll
max
for me some damage.
So 17 points of fire damage.
Oust, make a perception check.
That is a full 6.
6. This thing blips in behind you again, undetected. And that's going to hit with a 23 for 6 points of damage and make a con save.
Ooh, that's going to be good. That is 20.
Okay, you'll take half of this. 7 points of damage.
Alice is out of wild shape.
Oh shit.
He lunges the girl before he...
Drops Elise right at your feet.
Okay, that is worrisome.
Doctor, you see this thing has remained behind Oust.
I will take one step to the side, so I got a clear shot for sure, and cast Sacred Flame.
Okay. Dex save. Fail.
Woo! 5 points of radiant damage.
Irwin.
Erwin's kind of sick of like switching his weapons, so he's just gonna keep his long sword out and just keep readying his action
Wait it
just in
up.
case the spider pops up again.
Oust. This thing has remained behind you, knocked you out of your bear form, made you drop your trophy.
Dropping my trophy, regaining my bearings. Fuck it, why not?
What, the Elise?
No.
Yeah.
I could actually use my action
There you
and turn
go.
into a bear again.
Womp, 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 womp.
You can. 100%, man.
Okay, you're a bear again.
I guess that'd be my action. I would like to pick her
You're
up.
a moon druid. That's a bonus action.
Is it a bonus action? I'm not a moon. I'm a...
Oh, you're land?
Wait.
You're Circle of the Moon, right?
Yeah, circle the moon. Okay.
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Bonus action. Okay, so as my action, I'll pick her up.
Okay.
Yay!
We're back where we started.
Fuck it, I can't put her back on there right now. Tonrex.
Tonix is going to run up and attack with the arm blade. That is 25 to hit
That's going to hit.
and 9 points of slashing damage.
Tonrex.
Oh,
Describe this phase spider's death for me.
Tonrex will slash through the legs one by one until it
Oh.
falls onto the ground lifeless.
You see it skeeter up and just, that's it, one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Doom. Goes down dead. And we are out of combat.
It's like a tortured, Who do you work for?
So, Oust, you're still in bear form. You're still holding Elise. in
Yeah, I'm
your
going to stay
arms.
in bear form.
Okay.
Okay.
Why not?
Everybody make a perception check. Irwin.
7.
Doctor.
24.
5.
18.
18. The doctor and Oust. Certainly you, Doc, you would pick this up right out of the gate had you gone closer. But it looks like Elise has been dead for quite some time.
Well,
As you hold her lifeless body in your bare arms, Oust.
It's natural causes.
She looks like she was crushed by a log.
That's right.
How dare you say that, Tom Rex? You're just a computer. You don't know.
Time of death. How many rounds was this? 30 seconds ago.
All right, I'll give it up for that. There you go. You're just stupid, Golden Blue. That's pretty funny. So, what would you like to do?
Carry her body out of the swamp.
I say just carry that body back to camp and
Yeah.
figure out. Does anyone here have charisma? So we can explain this to them?
I feel very charismatic.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
So, you guys make your way back to the Crooked Kin, and you see that.
I'm a people person.
Because, I mean, okay, so on the way back, like from a distance, I could tell the body was dead, but has this thing been floating in the water for a couple hours? Like, it's obviously
Like
Oh, yeah,
bloated.
dead
that's
for
what
a
you
while.
were able to discern, Doc, is that she has been dead for hours.
I know, but I just want to make sure when we walk up, it's not like, oh yeah, we tried to rescue her, but she's dead. It's like, obviously, this is a corpse.
Yeah.
She's covered in bear claw marks. What happened?
What happened?
Why do you have a bear?
There's a huge intrusion on her chest. What happened there? Log fell on her?
Everybody make a nature check.
Nature check.
Nature. Interesting.
Oh, Doc. What do you got, Erwin?
6.
That's the hard 20, Doc.
Hard 20 from the doc.
Ooh.
What do you got there, Tom Doc?
8.
Cinco.
Cinco, all right. Doc, although you've never encountered one of these phase spiders before, you have heard tall tales that they have the ability to mimic the sounds of their last known victim.
Okay.
And it was most likely that was what you were hearing, drawing you into this clearing. So by now, you see that the sun has started to rise up. Shadows are growing long in the early morning light as the sun begins to traverse the sky. You know that the Crooked Kin is waiting for you to return with Elise.
And we return with her.
Okay.
Well, I would also just recommend Oust just shape out.
You're hanging out, dude. Tuck yourself back in.
Take yourself back in. All right.
Oust was eaten by this bear, and we decided to add him to the party.
He was friendly. He also understands all of our directions.
Yeah. All right.
Call you Bongo.
Shaping out. Still carrying the girl.
Fuck you and your bear. So you shape out. You return. You see that all the Crooked Kin are still together. There's less crying now. They look more exhausted than anything else. And you see Caleb sees you coming towards him with Elise's body in your arms. And he meets you across the worn road. And he sees all four of you and he says, I see you found Elise's body.
I'll gently lay down by her feet and, yes,
There
Caleb's
was
a dude. What are you doing? You're laying her by her feet?
laying her body down by our feet.
Oh.
And the doctor will explain to Caleb that we found her in a bog and had a phase spider that lured people in to entrap them all and often used the call of other voices to lure in the rescuers to capture them as well. I myself took a good amount of damage.
Spider, I've never heard of that.
They're quite ugly. They blip in and out. Horrible creatures.
I could imagine. Thank you for bringing Elise back. He motions to a couple of the clowns. They come somersaulting over, pick her up, and somersault back with her and put her in one of the wagons. And he looks at you, Doc, because you are obviously the one that spoke to him earlier that day, and he hands you that darkened silver dagger with a onyx handle. It is my honor to present this to you.
Thank you. Unfortunately, we didn't make it there in time, but as you can see from her body, she was far gone by the time we got there.
Well, it is better that you were able to bring her back to us, because she would have been lost forever. And as I said, we are not fighters. We would have been no match for such a creature. Are you traveling to Lepidstad as well?
Yes, and after that battle in the bog, we're a bit. I mean, some of us were a bit exhausted, and it took some efforts just defeating that spider to bring Elise back. So, by any chance, could we ride in the wagons with you to Lepidstad?
Absolutely. You know, one of our many entertainers, Prince Czar, the human caterpillar, is very versed in healing. And I think that he would have quite the ability to help you heal and help you reach level 5.
That'd be much appreciated, Caleb.
Can you put me in the Cancun room?
What?
I mean,
Sorry,
hell yeah,
not the
dude.
Cancun room.
I want to party in the
He meant like
room.
he meant caterpillar. I meant like what's the fucking thing? Cocoon. There we go. Cancun.
What the fuck?
Sounds like some kind of seedy place I want to hang out in.
I'm in the cocoon room.
So you guys all get on board the wagons. Prince Czar comes into the wagon.
Caterpillar man.
The caterpillar man. You
Can
see,
we get a description of this caterpillar man?
well, he's a black male. No doubt he must be from the Mwangi. He has no arms or legs. And as far as you can tell, he just looks like one long
Grub?
tubular grub. Yeah.
I'll say, isn't what a caterpillar makes a caterpillar the legs? Or is that a centipede?
Maybe they're being nice by calling him
Centipede
the
definitely has
caterpillar man.
legs.
Look, man, that's a description of,
Okay.
of Prince Czar, all right?
Well, this is a freak show.
he's
so,
from the
I mean,
Mwangi Expanse.
Anyway, this grub heals us.
He does. So you guys are now in the caravan, and you feel it start to move under your feet as you guys proceed north towards Lepidstad. Epilogue. There's a knock at the door. And Talus, you stand there waiting for the door to open. The door slowly opens, and you see an older woman with gray hair standing in front of you. And she says, "Do you have any business with me, young man?"
I believe I do. I'm sure you're familiar with the late Professor Lorimer.
The late, you say?
Oh,
What happened to Petros?
normally I give this information via a letter, but Professor Lorimer has passed.
My word. If he's passed, then what happened to his tome? The tome I had lent him.
That's actually what brings me here. And then I'll produce the Book of the Palatine Eye.
She reaches out her hand and grabs it. She looks out the doorway left and right. And she says, "Quick, come inside."
All right, I'll follow her in.
And she closes the door. We'll see you next session.
Drop.
Bow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get Granny.
Talon's getting some.
Is that why you left us?
Thank you for joining us once again on Roll the Hard 20 podcast. Remember, you can find us and subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, and iHeart Radio. And if you like what you're hearing, please leave us that 5-star review. You could also contact the show directly at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com or head on over to the website at rollthehard20podcast.com. And be sure to check out the galleries. We got a lot of really interesting stuff posted there. And finally, join us on our Patreon page at patreon.com/rollthehard20podcast. There are ways for you to help out the show and pick up swag. So until next session, keep your dice warm and your glass full as you roll those hard 20s.
So by now, you see that the sun has actually started crest. What's those mountains over there again?
Tusk
Oh,
Mountain.
actually, it wouldn't even be that way. Sorry.
Does the sun rise on the...
Shut the fuck up. We're not playing that game again.